we have a very, very special guest with us here on Sabrang India, Mr. Parakala Prabhakar, renowned political economist, and he has actually guided us through this very difficult 2024 poll with his sharp analysis. A quick conversation with him on where do we go from here. We've been through a very critical 7-phase poll. We've finished 5 phases, we've got 2 more to go, and after that, counting day on June 4th. Today we are together in Bengaluru to discuss how the voters' will must prevail. And this is what we'll be talking to Mr. Prabhakar about. Mr. Prabhakar, there are serious issues about EVM, voter registration, voter counting, and of course the political dispensation. What lies ahead and what is the biggest challenge for us?
Teesta, my feeling is that this election is not going to conclude with the conclusion of polling on the 1st of June and the announcement of results on the 4th of June. I think the uncertainty will be there for a few more weeks following that. That is, the reason is that this present regime is facing very strong headwinds. They could see that all across the country, people are opposing them and most probably they are voting them out. But the regime has too many ugly skeletons in their cupboards. They do not want to leave power. They will not let the transition of power peacefully to happen. Starting from, Rafale deal, Pegasus, PM cares, and electoral bonds, and the huge difference between what the BJP has spent on their infrastructure, party, different activities, and what they have shown in their accounts. Some people have come up with about 60,000 crores gap between these two. So which means that there could be a huge scam behind all this, in addition to many things. So they have too much to hide. And if they go out of office, the succeeding regime could bring them out, and the Hindutva project and the BJP will be completely derailed, and the kind of disaster that they are going to face is almost going to be akin to the wrath that they faced after the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi. Mind you, next year is going to be the 100th anniversary centenary of the RSS. So on that occasion, they would like to have a government which is theirs and which is they mentored and that kind of a thing. This is not a fight between the present regime and another alliance or a party, present prime minister and another leader. That's not good. That is not the fight today. The fight is between the present regime, the leader, the prime minister, and the alliance and the political party that is in power on the one hand, and the people of India on the other hand. The point is that if this election is not already stolen, in terms of manipulating the EVMs and programming them, and you press anywhere it ultimately goes to them. If that is not done, if that has to be called into question, but people are trying, the courts are not listening. But political parties are not doing anything, and I don't have much hope with the political parties. I think it's the civil society. The civil society will have to organize themselves, and the organization need not be at a central level where they know everything is Delhi centric. It should be completely decentralized at the constituency level, the district level, at the state level, the regional level, and of course at the national level altogether. Which means that they are likely to tamper with the polling data. How many votes are polled? If 10 votes are polled, and suppose if they come up and they count about 15 votes, then we should be able to, the civil society should be able to question where did these 5 come from, which means that we should be ready, the civil society should be ready with the 17C and 12D and other things, and then say, look, you can't count more than what is actually polled. So you call them, and if you concentrate this activity even in about 200, 225 to 250 constituencies, then the whole country will be shaken. The international community also will sit up and take note of it. And the regime just cannot withstand the kind of heat that will be generated by this kind of an activity.
What Mr. Prabhakar is telling us is that our role is not over. We need to be vigilant, we need to be organized, and we need to be organized at our constituency-wise level, at least 250 constituencies all over the country. Be very vigilant, make sure that the votes cast are what votes are counted. Thank you very, very much.